Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 6th episode of Hataage Kemono Michi. And last episode, we had Mao actually kind of coming back into the story. We got to see exactly what life was like for him with his, animal mask with the draw and all that. But lucky for him, he got to be summoned to the same world as Genzo, just from a different person, Instead of being summoned by Butt Princess, he got summoned by, evil demon princess girl, Yawana. So his experience might be a little bit different. I'm a little bit curious exactly what kind of conversation they will have in that room because, there's also a bit of a misunderstanding on who he is because of his name. She thinks he's like a big bad, ruler of that world, where that's not quite the case at all. So I feel like we could have some interesting stuff happen with that. But yeah, I'm really excited to get into this and see how that goes. So let's do it. 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah, we're starting off right there. Hopefully she's not too disappointed in her summon. I mean, because at the end of the day, it is a wrestler just like Animal Mask. Just don't tell anyone else about that. Tell them you were lifting weights. Or punching bears, whatever. And here we go. Jesus Christ, that name. You have to take a breath halfway through all that. Yeah, you literally have one job, and it should be something you want, so. Mo. No, it's just a name. No. But he recognizes that face. We call her Butt Princess, and I'm kind of hoping we get a similar short nickname for you. That's all I needed to hear. You literally don't have to explain anything else, just point him in the right direction. Okay. Yeah. He's motivated. Yeah. I mean, it's more than just a matter of knowing him. Maybe phrase this a bit better. Uh. Okay. And yeah, Mao is ready. So it seems like the fact that he's not actually any kind of Demon King might not be a problem. At least it wasn't brought up here. They just made the assumptions they needed to make to want him on their side, so. But they definitely don't fully understand the situation at all. But I guess they don't need to, really. Yeah, that Yawana person, I think she's supposed to be based off of some kind of historical character because I think she's has a similar name and character design of a character in Daibansho. Like Ulrika or something. And we're back into it. Loser X Master. We got a maid. Maid on her knees. Pretty convenient for you, huh? What a wonderful job. Oh, yeah, things will swell. Oh. Okay. Yeah, there's some hatred here. Oh, wow, she was even smaller back then. I feel like I could pick her up with one hand. You know, like kind of like the scruff of a cat, sort of, like by her shirt. You know. Oof. Yeah, I guess they did know each other. I think she might actually be smaller than her. Just pushed her over, it looks like. And from that day on, she was my my enemy for life. Okay. No, several years from now when we get to summon a hero. Because you're not edible, I mean. Yeah, of course. I don't think she had a response for that. Now we got a little picnic, it's so cute. Did I think we would get a lolly picnic this episode? Get a little bit of on your face. Oh yeah, she's a dragon girl. She's pretty strong. Okay. And get wrecked. Somebody might be a masochist. Yeah, I think she's starting to give up a bit here. Yeah, I'm sure you've been well acquainted with that today. Hey, you're not going to win. You're a loser. You know, like the title. Okay. It sounds a little bit like what's with Mao and Manimal Mask. Just bite the sword. But yes, I can ship this. I definitely can. In fact, I think I already do. I think I already did during the picnic, honestly. So, look. Okay, I was gonna say look forward to that meeting again, but I mean, the man holding. Of course, yeah, she might have to compete with Camilla for Hanako's perfection. Yes, let me get the finest orc meats. It'll be great. The smile. And ignored, I figured. Yeah. How dare you ignore me? Are we best friends? At least give me a hug, maybe a kiss. Who are you again? Savage. The bare minimum of greetings. Yeah, she said Gokigen, yeah, what more do you want? Yeah, priorities. And this want her to eat you. I wouldn't really call that praise. I love this dynamic. Yeah, I mean, she hasn't impressed me much. Sure. Of course, everyone knows that. Where she is. Well, we like her, you know. Don't know what to tell you. I think, yeah, I mean, Camilla has her shortcomings, but I think she's fine. Uh, I think we're fine with Camilla, but thank you. I've gotten pretty attached to her, actually. I think Hanako likes her. I mean... Poor Carmilla. Yeah, of course, you had ulterior motive. uh, yeah, no. Just gotta listen. Well, yeah, goodbye for real this time. Yeah. Not even gonna deny it. What if she'll have like a reason she gives here about why she keeps her around? I hope so. I don't know if she could handle that. No. But yeah, I love Carmilla. I don't want her to be replaced. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, if she's an elder, maybe she's past her prime, you know? Yeah, if you want to be her servant, you gotta work for it. uh, Keikaku Dori. TL note, Keikaku means plan. Oh, that's a great mid card. Oh, that is great. And just one of them looks so angry and like she's trying really hard, and the other just looks like she's bored and wants to go have her snack. Yeah, so far we haven't had really any of our main character, which I'm fine with, but yeah, I don't know how well this is gonna go for Camilla. Uh, do your best, Camilla. The show wouldn't be the same without you, so don't lose. Okay, I mean, even her weapon looks a bit more intimidating. She's shaking. Uh, okay, let's do this. Oof. This is gonna be an uphill battle. Like I've seen Camilla fight a griffin, it didn't go well. Ooh, it's a cool fight though. You know, even if she's blatantly on the defensive entirely. Uh, I mean, really just running away, honest, practically. Oh, that's a nice moon though. Very fitting for our battle of vampires. Oof. Yeah, it's like a perfect backdrop. Too bad the camera's on the right place to show much of it. Oof. But, you know, they move too much for that to be viable. Ooh. Oh no. Come on, Camilla. Don't lose to that elder. Kanako doesn't seem too worried. Yeah, this is going bad. Oh, that's a shot. What do we do? We can't afford to lose. Uh, that weapon doubles as like a cane. It's just trying to become bullying. Still, Hanako doesn't seem too concerned. Maybe she just has to wait for her to die of old age, you know? But maybe Hanako doesn't think it's over yet. Or she's thinking about food. But yeah, she's looking a bit beat up. Yeah, what do you think you're trying to grab there? Nothing wrong with that. Just getting sad. Uh, as usual, being Camilla is suffering. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's right. But you can't be fired, though, so what are we gonna do? I'll be taking that, if you don't mind. I mean, we're all girls here, it's no problem. Uh, the girl from Shincho usually got a bit more revealed. Uh, Yeah, please wait. Can't deny that. It's kind of nice. I'm sure we could find plenty of use for her. What are we talking here? Bansu, perhaps? What are you saying here? Because I know what I'm thinking, but... Uh, okay. Is that not what she was going for? I guess she's surprised she actually did it. But yeah, we love Carmilla. She's great. I guess you could look at it that way. A bit of a depressing end to this conflict, but at least we're still together. They sure seem proud of themselves. Well, things might change. I feel like they will. What exactly is going to happen? Is that Hanako? It is, in front of that beautiful moon again. What you gonna do? Slaughter them all? I noticed. Yeah, but we still like her. Yeah, she's a loser, but she's our loser. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm still not sure what we're planning to do here. Man, should take a drink for every time loser is said in this episode. Okay, then yeah, what's the play here? Okay. So is that what we're trying to get at here? With her body? And roll in the hay? Oh. Okay. And she's going to eat them. Oh. Okay. I was joking, but I mean, if we're going that way, I guess that's acceptable. Okay, just get rid of this unnecessary garment. It's quite bold, but as expected of a dragon. Yeah. Uh. Okay, so she can become a full big dragon, I guess. Oh, wow. uh. Yeah, how about another duel? You like those, right? Well, I guess she's salty about that encounter. Yeah. That's not exactly what happened. uh, okay. Right, I don't see that happening for some reason. Yeah, not really wrestling equipment. You know, only chairs, I think, is the only acceptable wrestling weapon. And she's still in the dirt. That was savage, but so true. Yeah, she's really done nothing. Oh. Oh. Well. Man, you wouldn't be able to do anything to stop that too with your arms covered. Yeah, they were defeated. I kind of wish you could have seen that in detail, but point is, she won. And there's Carmilla. And man, it looks so much more sad with the empty bottles. But yeah, she would have to recover, so makes sense. uh, she wouldn't have. Oh, okay, she can escape. No, we would never abandon you. Uh, ow. Ow, she's supposed to be recovering wounds, not getting more. uh, okay, just gotta carry her on home now. Yeah. It's making you feel better with dirt, you know. Who are you? I don't even see ears or a tail on you, so nobody important, obviously. Okay, was not expecting that level of Hanako and Camilla focus. Like, Genzo barely got any screen time at all. Which is fine, because he's had plenty, you know, in previous episodes. My expectation of the episode was like Mao Genzo stuff. But I am more than okay with what we got. First student. Okay. That was the 6th episode of Kemono Michi. Hataage. Kemono Michi, specifically. And yeah, this episode, like I said, there was a lot of focus on Hanako and our Ioana girl. So I'm not exactly sure what I should use for a nickname for her. You know? Because I'm kind of torn between Ioana or Uljika. So I don't know. Probably just go with Ioana because it's kind of easier to say. But she has such a stupidly long name. But anyway, yeah, she summoned the Mao, and basically gave him the instructions. Hey, there's this hero that the princess summoned. You gotta go, gotta go deal with him. And I kind of thought that she would be like I thought the princess was like the human blonde princess, but she was the one that Johanna had an issue with. That's kind of what I assumed initially. But that's clearly not all that correct. The person she truly had some animosity towards was Hanako, who she doesn't call Hanako because that's kind of a name that we gave her, So I was a little confused. The first couple times she said Hanako's real name, I was like, who was that again? But I eventually figured that out. But yeah, Fafnir, Gildomela, Grind, Linda Bula, that's what she called it, yeah. Linda Bulia, which is a lot harder to say than Hanako. Like, orders like magnitude, more difficult to say. So, yeah, the fun began once we started getting flashbacks, basically showing Hanako and Johanna, like, battling each other. Like, Hanako just kept easily winning for the most part, and she was just like, what? How could this be? I am so amazing. People, like, nobody else can defeat me. Like, what is wrong with this picture? Why is this girl being able to defeat me so easily? I demand a rematch. She's like, I can't have a rematch with you. I'm hungry. Gotta go eat food. So then, after giving her a look, they both go have a picnic together, which was very, very nice. And then they battled again, and as you would expect, she just kept getting wrecked over and over again. And this is kind of how the animosity towards her was kind of building. She became obsessed with her. And as soon as she said that, I kind of realized a parallel between this and Genzo and Mao, kind of a similar situation a little bit. I mean, similar but different, obviously, but still, it reminded me of it nonetheless. So I feel like that could be some common ground for Johanna and Mao to kind of relate to each other. But yeah, basically just always watching her and stuff as she tries to eat the sword, But yeah, gotta pay attention to those fights. And also treat you like a caterpillar or metapod here, or cocoon, rather. Just silly stuff. And then we had a meeting, because we were still like in flashback territory here, but they definitely were older, a little bit older in this scene, in the hallway. Because we actually got quite a bit of information here. We had Johanna and her elder vampire, Rose, walking down the hall. They kind of stopped when they saw Carmilla and Hanako walking down the hall. But, Hanako being dragged around like when she doesn't want to be. And they just kind of passed by them. We weren't actually going to say anything. It was just funny, though, because we see, Johanna and Rose just standing there in the hallway, like arms crossed, smiling, like they're just, yeah, okay, we're about to have a cool encounter here. Now I'm just waiting for it to happen, waiting for her to see me and talk to me. And then she just doesn't. Just walks by her and just like, hey, I'm here. Don't ignore me. She doesn't say that exactly, but that was probably what she was thinking. Because she initiated the contact here. And even after she did that, Hanako was just trying to go for the bare minimum pleasantries, like, oh, hello, goodbye, just try to leave, but she wasn't having that either. So, she's like, I don't know who you are, who are you again? Which is quite sad, because I thought they had some nice scenes, in the flashbacks, like the picnic and stuff, looked like a lot of fun. But yeah, the real meat of this discussion was basically centered around Carmilla, because apparently she doesn't approve of someone as important as Hanako having a lesser vampire as their servant, But clearly Hanako does, like having her around. So we kind of agreed to a little battle or something here for Carmilla to prove her worth, which was a fundamentally flawed plan because she's a loser, So she was never going to win that. But Hanako really wasn't focused on any of that. She was just thinking about food and all that, so she agreed to something she probably shouldn't have agreed to as a result. And it was bad as well because, like, the servant that she would pick out for her would be, like, one of her minions, like a spy for her or whatever. So just an all-around horrible idea. But just, I love the amount of times that Carmilla was called, useless or loser and stuff like that. And Hanako never once denied any of those allegations because it's just kind of a truism, Carmilla's a loser, she's a failure. But, we still care about her and want her around, those things don't have to be mutually exclusive. So, but yeah, just some good faces on Carmilla throughout this episode, as usual. And yeah, I do like the mid card of Hanako and Johanna just kind of holding hands. I it's not, I guess not really supposed to technically be holding hands. It's more of like a pushing, fighting thing, but it's technically also holding hands. So I enjoyed that. That was very cute. So once we got to the actual duel, it went more or less as you'd expect. Camilla was never going to win this fight. This is an elder vampire. She's a lesser vampire. We've seen her lose to a Griffin. We've seen her lose to Genzo. You know, she's probably lost to more stuff than that. So, but what was admirable is how, you know, she wasn't willing to give up. That was good at least. And also how she did manage to pull off her skirt, so I'd call that a little bit of a victory, personally. Like, you should get at least a few extra points for that, in my opinion. So, but yeah, at a certain point, the fight did kind of have to be called off because, it, you know, it stopped being a fight after a few minutes ago. However, we pretty much refused to give up Camilla, you know, so we kind of went back on the agreement a little bit there. And as a result, Hanako was made to bow before the great Joanna over there. Which even, yeah, Joanna seemed a bit surprised that she was willing to go that far. But she just didn't understand how important Camilla was to her. Before I forget to mention it, I do want to say I really do like the placement of these flashbacks, you know? Because, you know, when we first were introduced to Camilla as the companion, you know, servant for Hanako, you know, she always initially came across to me as a, you know, a competent, you know, decent servant, you know, and then we got to see more and more of her. We got to see her kind of fail more and more and just got more of a deep, broad picture of the kind of character that she is, you know? So, I feel like, yeah, I feel like I got to know her well enough to where I was able to kind of maximize how much I appreciate getting this kind of insight, because I was kind of starting to get to the point where I'm like, you know what, Camilla's not that useful. You know, why exactly does Hanako keep her around? You know, I was kind of starting to think about that sort of stuff not too long ago. So I feel like this is really good timing for this, and getting to see just how much Hanako does care about and appreciate Camilla's presence despite her shortcomings. It was great. You know, I'm really happy that we got this. I just want to put that out real quick before I continue with this. But yeah, Hanako wasn't quite willing to let this go, you know, because it might be a fact that her servant is weaker than her servant, but you know what's also a fact is that she is stronger than her. So she just shows up by herself, challenges her to a dragon, challenges her to a duel, and turns into a dragon. You know, after talking about how precious Camilla is to her. And she undresses before she does this, because you can't, you know, tear the clothing. Because I guess she doesn't have the kind of magical clothing that can, like, fade away during the transformation sequence, like they kind of made for the bird and shield hero. So, but, yeah, clearly Joanna got a bit of the wrong idea when she started stripping. But, yeah, she was in for a surprise soon after that. And she was never going to win that fight either. So, and that was basically how we got to the current Joanna that's just not a big fan of Hanako, you know? So, yeah, interesting. And then we got to go back to Carmilla, who's still in dirt, you know? Because she's just, like, perpetually injured for the most part, because she's just so stupid running into battles like that, just flailing her claws around, just not paying attention. It's just getting eaten. Very sad. And then even in the flashback, she was still in the dirt, you know, all those bottles, because I guess she was drinking her sorrows away, looking just extremely sad in that pile of dirt. But then Hanako showed up, and that cheered up a little bit, you know. Of course, then she just gets punched and knocked out again, because she can never catch a break. And then just carried away. So, it was an affectionate punch, though, so, you know, like a love tap, I think you call it. And then just Genzo pouring dirt on her head, just, yeah. And then we saw somebody hiding behind a tree. Not sure who that was. I don't think I recognize the person, but it looked like they're holding, I don't know, it kind of looked like at first that they were holding a notebook or something that could just be a part of their outfit design. So that's curious. But yeah, definitely a very good episode. Probably one of my favorites, honestly. You know, even the fight scene has a pretty good animation in it, choreography. And it was also just, in general, the overall story of it was some very touching, heartwarming stuff about their bond as master and servants, master and loser, you know? So, yeah, I was really happy with this episode, but I am still looking forward to eventually getting some conflict between Mao and Genzo, so hopefully we can get that as well soon enough. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.